Let's do it.
Here we go. So everyone's starting to come in now. Good evening, everybody. It's great to have you all kind of jumping in as we let everyone sort of, roll in. As this webinar is about to start, please just hop into the chat box, say hi, tell us where you're from, introduce yourself so we get to see who everyone is who's switching on tonight. So far we've got about 20 attendees, so we'll leave it a little bit longer just because we do know this is supposed to start at 9 p.m. Yeah. Most people, know Aussies, they turn on like right on the dot, or it's just that little bit later. Probably still watching Married at First Sight. That's probably what's going on right now. Hello, Helen from Perth. Great to see you on. Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph. Hey, Sarah. From Singapore.
Love that. I love when we have international. Hey, Ian. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Judith. So we've got Chi from Malaysia, so that's great. And Jeff from Malaysia, love that. And Loke is even on tonight, so that's pretty exciting, guys. Oh my God.
Very exciting.
Right? I've got Anne Loke's attention. This is good. Hello, Tang. So we'll just leave it a few minutes while we let everyone sort of roll in. My name's Kylie. I'm the Operations Manager for Market Australia. And I'm really excited to introduce you to Jacqueline and Daniel, who will be hosting our webinar tonight on how to become a Master UnFranchise Owner. These guys came in around late 2018 and they've already made up to the PIN level of a Master UFO. So we're very excited to have them here and speaking and presenting for us. I've watched them since they've kind of jumped in, and they really have taken everything on board in regards to how to build their business. I know that they don't have a local in their state. They also don't have any sort of UBP set up or GMTSS system in their area. And they've really just kind of, they used to fly around when we were allowed to travel. They used to fly around just to obtain all the knowledge they could in regards to building their unfranchised business. And it goes to show that they really have implemented what they have learned. So they've not just, a lot of people just attend the trainings and say they need to learn more, but these two kind of hit the road running and took it on and initiated everything that they've learned, which is great to see. They also have a few of their team members on tonight. So you'll see Aiden, Grace, and Patrick. So they're going to share their personal testimonials too in regards to the Master UFO. So we're very excited not only to have Jacqueline and Daniel, who'll be presenting our presentation tonight, but also their team as well. So it goes to show, teamwork makes the dream work. So we're all in this together, right?
Definitely.
That's perfect. So we'll give it a couple more minutes because it is right on the dot at 9 o'clock. So we'll give it a couple more minutes and let everyone sort of roll in. And then we will get Daniel and Jacqueline to kick off.
Thanks, Kylie.
No problem. Short and sweet, that's me.
So everyone can get the chat box going. You can introduce yourself, your name, where you're from.
I think what I really loved about World Convention is the Master UFO was definitely a hot topic, especially for those that are jumping PIN levels and those sort of testimonials. That was definitely a topic of discussion that was always brought up, even by the sales team, is just initiating the Master UFO program. And it goes to show those that implement it definitely do see the results from, implementing those sort of goals that you do see in the Master UFO program. I really like the Master UFO program. I think it's great. It runs every quarter, which is phenomenal. And it just keeps you really, really focused. Here we go. Everyone's sort of jumping in now. We've got Kitty. Hey, Kitty. Hey, Jessica. So we've got Jess Loke as well. So that's phenomenal. So we've got Anne and Jessica Loke here tonight. Hey, Jenny. So I might just hand it over. It is 9:02. So if you want to just get it rolling and we'll get started. I'll hand it.
Okay, I will just share screen. All right. Okay, I'll just open the chat box on the side. All right. So, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Daniel.
And I'm Jacqueline. So good to see everyone today. Yeah, we are so kind of nervous, like speaking in front of I don't know how many people, but yes, thank you. First of all, thank you, Market Australia, for inviting us to share on this topic, how to become a master franchise owner. So just like what Kylie said, it's good to be Zoom here, good to be seeing everyone here. Although we can't see everyone, but we still can make this our fun if we can try, to interact through the chat box below. So feel free to say hi to us, say where you're from, or if you agree with what we say, just say, I agree, or like, oh man, I love that point, or something like that, make our community a little bit more fun, and, we can nail it, we can do it together. So let's start with a little bit introduction about ourselves. Okay, so my name is Jacqueline, and I was born and raised in Malaysia. I can see many people is coming from Malaysia tonight. So I came to Australia for studies about 10 years ago. Then after uni, I worked for a year as a disability program assistant, and then I got married with this amazing guy called Daniel here. So yeah, then we decided for me to just be a housewife, look after the house, do some cooking, do some cleaning, since we can live a pretty decent life with just Daniel's paycheck. But then, being a young housewife and we don't have a kid, it is pretty non-conventional. So people started to tell me, hey, you know what? You probably should maybe do some part-time job, give a little bit more financial support to the family. And I thought, yes, I think I kind of agree. It's not too bad anyway to have more money, to have a little bit more financial security. So then I started looking for opportunity. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do from home that can provide me time and money? So thankfully, I found out about this Market Australia when I went back to visit my friends and family during December 2018. So then that time I told Daniel, hey Daniel, hey hubby, I found out about this business called Market Australia, or like shop.com. But then being the most caring and most conservative husband, all I got from him was, no. If you do this business, I won't talk to you for a week. So guys and ladies, if you have someone opposing you, to be an unfranchised owner, hey, listen to our story and our journey. If we can do it, then you can do it too.
Yeah, so thanks, Jacqueline. So yeah, I was the guy who actually said no. I think Jacqueline was very polite. She said it really politely in terms of what I actually told her. So I probably say it to her in a harsher and a bit more mean towards her. This maybe more like, no, if you do this business, I'm not going to talk to you for 1 week. Maybe something like that compared to what Jacqueline said. But yes, I actually did say that to Jacqueline. So I think from my perspective as a husband or the other half, I'm actually just worried what she was actually doing. I was thinking whether is my wife involved in some sort of a money game, something that's not legit, something that she can't handle herself. But that's and how did I came about from changing from being a person or being from a husband that's against my wife doing the business to a husband who is fully supportive and even managing the business with my wife. So my name is Daniel. I was born in Malaysia, and then I've lived in quite a few different countries in Malaysia, in Sydney, in Australia. Spent 10 years in Brunei, and I've been in Brisbane for more than 10 years as well. So I currently work full-time as an occupational therapist in an aged care facility, and it just happened we're undergoing the lockdown at the moment. So at work today, I had to wear full PPE, basically wrapped around in cling wrap or plastic, we say, in PPE, and then we had to carry on. So do stay safe, everyone. So my reason for doing the business is different, a bit different to Jacqueline. So Jacqueline actually got exposed to the business because she wanted to try the digestive enzyme. So I'm not sure if anyone here is a fan of digestive enzyme. If yes, just type +1, and then I'll know there will be a lot of you. I'm sure there will be +1. Okay, so yes, that's right. But my side of the story is because I've worked really hard the last couple of years as a full-time health professional and also working as a cleaner part-time, working as a waiter as well, being my own boss, being a contractor for my full-time health professional job as well. So I tried a lot of different things, but I realized that there's something that they still don't solve my issue of my income structure. I want a different income structure. So this is when I started to realize that this business is actually a workable business, and it's not just a business that provides you additional income, but also ongoing residual income. And the best part of it, you get to have time to be able to choose what you want to do, or time that you choose what you don't want to do. So for my part, I'm pretty sure everyone will have to experience the same thing. Each morning when I wake up, my goal in the business is to wake up without an alarm clock, or to wake up not waking up from nightmares. So I'm sure you guys will have that as well. So yes, very grateful for Market Australia to give us the opportunity to share tonight. And yes, so today is actually the last day of this quarter, the last day of the first quarter. So can't wait to see these numbers goes up in the next quarter as well. All right. So we'll be going through quite a few things tonight. So there's actually 4 different sections or 4 parts that we'll be going through. So what is the Master UFO program? The incentive for becoming a Master UFO, the criteria of it, and also we've got different business partners of ours that will be sharing their experiences with Master UFO. So first thing first, so what's the Master UFO program? All right, so I'm sure a lot of guys of you, I'm not sure how many people are in at the moment, but I'm sure there will be quite a bit. So it comes back to why do you want to do the business? Why do you want to be in Market Australia, or Market Singapore, or Market Malaysia, in regards to the market that you're in? So you might be asking, oh, I want to make more money, I want to earn more money. Or you could be like Daniel, I want to have more time. I want to be able to have time to be spent with my family, not having to worry each day, getting things ready. And the next question could be, what do I have to do to be successful? And different questions like that. So I'm sure when we are in the business, we all want to be successful. No one wants to, fail in something that you just started, or fail in something that you're already involved in. Everyone wants to do it. And this is the great thing about this business. If you yourself have the right attitude and mindset, you would definitely be able to do this business as long as you're willing to follow the system. So question, do you want a strong and stable and secure business with bigger and more frequent commissions? If you yes, type yes in the chat box as well. Yeah, I saw someone typing, hell yeah. That's it. Okay, so yes, the answer is yes. So what do we actually have to do? So pretty much that's why we're here tonight, the Master UnFranchise Owner program, or what we call the MUFO, or the Master UFO program. So just tracking back a little bit about the history of Master UFO. So how did it actually came about? So Market America, our head company, it actually did a data, looking at different data and analyze different data to see what are the things that the successful UFO, and by what I mean successful UFO, it means that the UFO that has already accomplished or completed one business development center, one BDC. So they look at different figures, different statistics, and they found out that the UFO who are successful in the business compared to those who just registered their business, okay, what they did is actually what we're going to discuss tonight in further detail, the Master UFO program. So we'll be going through different criteria, and I'll be guiding you as well what we should be doing or what we have to do as well. And it's actually not that daunting, not that scary, okay? So if you guys have got a pen or pencil next to you or not, or a phone, you'll be taking quite a few notes as well, just some main points that we'll do as well. It will help with the understanding. Okay, so Same thing with the business. The Master UFO is a proven franchise plan. So it's not a money game like what I mentioned earlier. I was afraid that my wife was doing some sort of a not legit, getting scammed by people. No, it's actually a legit business. And we all know that the company has been around for almost 30 years. So this year will be the 30th year. So wow, such an amazing company with a lot of history as well. And we also know that it's a standardized, synchronized, and systematic plan as well. So to make the 2 to 3 year plan a reality, one must 100% understand and execute Master UFO and make it into a habit. So what I wanted to highlight a few words here that's important is 100% understand, execute, and make it into a habit. That means knowledge, actions, and habit. These three words: knowledge, action, and habit. So a lot of things that require it. You get the idea of it, but you probably won't, be able to make it consistently. So that's the thing with this business. How do we, each day or each month, each year, how do we make it into a consistent kind of thing to keep us going? That's something for us to think about as well. And success is a journey, it's not a destination. So a lot of times, for example, people might say, hey, I want to get six packs. So say for example, someone says, I want to get six pack. Do you think they'll get six packs straight away the next day after saying it tonight and going to bed? No, Joseph. I know Joseph. Joseph goes to the gym a lot in Sydney and he's got six packs as well. So not at all. Yeah, so it takes time. And when we say it takes time, it also takes planning involved into account as well. And it's not just depending on luck. Same thing with the business. You don't just say, I want to succeed in the business and you sit there and do nothing. Not at all. And it's not something like, oh, I'll give it a go, or I will try. If I fail, I fail. But that's not the attitude that we are looking for. That's not the attitude that you want. So I'll be emphasizing a lot about attitude and mindset as well with Master UFO. But daily audios that we have through YouTube, through our UnFranchise media app, those are the things that keep us going. And I actually mentioned to my partners, listening to audios is just like drinking milk formula, baby milk formula. It's very essential. With a baby growing up, you need to have milk formula. They can't bite, they can't chew at that time with milk formula. So they need milk formula. So same thing with the business. If you listen to audios each day, 15 to 30 minutes a day, it makes a huge difference to you doing the business. So 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So we'll be going through each single step as well. And time is money, copy the right model, and the 2 to 3 year plans and the 45-year plan. So I guess the thing that I wanted to highlight in the business is a lot of times when we share with people or when we say ourselves, oh, it's a 2 to 3 year part-time plan, that's manageable. Yes, it is. But it doesn't mean that if you don't achieve it in 2 to 3 years, if you don't, complete one BDC, one business development center in 2 to 3 years, you fail in the business. There's no such thing because everyone has got different timing. We know that things happen in life. Sometimes you just have to, attend to as well. But it comes back to why do we start the business? What is your why? So my why, not just for myself, not just waking up without the alarm clock bothering me and trying to click snooze, finding the snooze button, and then you end up sleeping 5-10 more minutes and then you're late for work. That's not just my why. My why is actually to be able to spend more time with my family, because I know that every jobs out there are really good. You can make money, you can earn money, but it's still a job that can give you not just financially, not just financially supporting you, but also the time that we desire as well. So just rest assured, 2 to 3 year plan, or 2 plus 3 or 2 times 3 is 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 times 3 is 6. So as long as we are in the business, as long as we persevere and we keep on doing the right thing, we will get there. That's the great thing about the business. And it comes back to 2 to 3 year plan, 45-year plan. The thing that I wanted to highlight here is there's actually two sayings. Usually I say in Mandarin, but I've actually translated into English. So it's basically, don't let the people who are laughing at you keep laughing at you. And the second one is, don't let the people who are waiting for you be waiting for too long. So if you get what I mean, it means that we have to make the most of our opportunity. We have to, treasure the time we have, do it while we can. not just, sitting there and just doing it slowly and slowly. So this is where the master UFO come into place, and not just doing it ourselves, but eventually as we do it ourselves, your partners will be also, your business partners or your team will also be saying, wow, this person can actually do it. I can actually do it as well. That's where they gain the belief. That's where they know what they have to do. So it's through our life, different things that we do, leading by example. That's what we call it, those 3 words. And the basic 5. So do we all know the basic 5? So we should all know the basic 5 by heart. Okay, first one, what's the first one? Attitude and knowledge. Second one, goals or goal setting. Third one, retailing. The fourth one, prospecting, qualifying, and sponsoring. And the last one, ABC, and the follow-up pattern of building that. So these are the basic 5 that we need to constantly have as well. And this is also actually a criteria in the master UFO that we'll be looking at later. So let's look at the second one, the incentives.
Yeah, so this is the fun part, the incentive of becoming a master franchise owner. So the next slide, yeah, it might seem a little bit wordy here, so I'll try to break down for you guys. So, okay, at first, when you are qualified for your initial master UFO status, 1, you will receive a UFO pin like this, saying UFO. Okay, number 2, your name will appear in the UFO magazine. So then after that, when you achieve your master UFO status 3 out of 4 times consecutively in a year period, what will you get? Your name and photograph will both appear in the UFO magazine. So make sure you prepare a lovely photo for the company to use and send it to them ASAP, so you'll be famous. No, don't take my word. So you can see your photo and name on the magazine. But so other than appearing on magazine, you will also earn your very, very first stone like this. Not sure if you guys can see, but there is a stone underneath the UFO. Okay. All right, so I'll share where to find all these details on the back office later on, so don't worry if you miss any point for this part. But what I would like to convey is that it is good to receive those pin jacket, and even appearing on magazine. They're all good. I can't deny that. But what is even better is like what Daniel said. What Daniel said, it's the growth that you will see in yourself, the growth you will see in your team. So have the right attitude to believe and follow the system. Then the right thing will come to you at the right time. So moving on to the next one. Master UFO criteria and how to become a master UFO. So, all right, our back office, UnFranchise.com, is our best friend and assistant in this business. So just go to back office, help and training, support material, and type AU Master UFO program. And you can find all this PDF of Master UnFranchise Owner program on the next slide. Yeah, so which also include all the incentives I talked about just now. So just go through the whole PDF with your sponsor, with your team after this webinar, so you can be the next Master UFO for the next quarter. All right, so your next question might be, hey Jacqueline, how can I, or where can I find, how can I check my Master UFO progress? So this is the answer. Again, who is your best friend? Who can tell you all the stories or like all the progress? Your back office. So unfranchise.com, just go onto your back office, UnFranchise management report, and then this thing, Master UFO program, just this one, and you can see the next slide. Okay, now that's the circle thing working, and you can find all the criteria and monitor your Master UFO progress.
All right, so let's go through the criteria. I think this is the fun part. So everyone, if you're feeling a bit stressed with all the wordings on the slide, don't worry, I'll lead you through. So you got Daniel and Jacqueline leading you through as well. So how to be a master UnFranchise owner. So what's the criteria of the master UFO program? So to break it down, there's actually 10, I would say there are 10 criteria, not just 9 over here. Okay, only 10, yes, just 10. So not 100, not the 200, so just 10, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So NUOT and B5 actually, for myself, I actually make it like each criteria as well. So there will be 10 of it. All right, so let's go through the first two. So by the end of this session, I can reassure you, you'll be able to achieve 2/3. I didn't say that wrong. 2/3 of the master UFO criteria. You can do it yourself. Yes, 2/3. Okay, I'll explain it. I'll lead you through now. So what's the first two? The first two is what we call it completing or updating the shopping annuity assessment. So this is an assessment in our back office as well, like what Jacqueline said, our good friend, okay, the unfranchised management system. So the shopping annuity assessment is actually a really great assessment to do it at the beginning of each quarter. So that means you'll be doing it in January, April. Tomorrow is April, the 1st of April. Okay, you can do it. Even though it's April Fool, I'm not lying to you, okay? The 1st of April, and then July and October as well. So you can do it 4 times a year. So the shopping annuity assessment. So by doing the shopping annuity assessment, it actually allows us to know what kind of things can we convert into our own spending, okay? Converting our own spending into earning. And the second one here, have a current UFMS subscription. So maybe for some of the new UFOs here, you might be wondering, what's the UFMS subscription? Is it something that I'm not too sure about? So the UFMS subscription is actually what we have in what we actually include in our monthly auto ship. So in Australia, it's the 26 AUD monthly subscription to your back office, to your best friend in the business as well. So just 26 AUD, and it does a whole lot of things, including the reports, including the PDFs, the support materials, and audios as well, and a lot of things that we'll be looking at as well. So the UFMS, that's something that we can do. Just put it in your auto ship, get deducted with your auto ship when it happens on a Tuesday of each Q month. So that's a done part as well. So shopping annuity assessment, UFMS subscription. So let's just quickly look at what the shopping annuity is. So what we mean by annuity. So usually the term annuity is something like in Australia, we've got our superannuation. In Malaysia, probably what we call the EPF, the same similar idea of a superannuation, pretty much just having money saved towards your retirement fund, and then you can use it when you retire. But the thing is, I'm not sure whether you guys have thought of it. This is something that I thought about when I started the business. I'm not sure I'll be able to live till 65, 70, or even I'll be able to retire by the age of 70. So maybe every couple of years you see the retirement age going up. Even at work, I see people who are 75 still working as a cleaner. Yeah, so a lot of people are working really, really hard. But the great thing that JR's vision about for the company. So we started as we started as a product brokerage company, going into an internet marketing company, and we are currently in the era of what we call the shopping annuity, meaning that you're just converting your own spending into earning, meaning that whatever that you're using at home, whatever that you're already spending on, just change it through your own soul, your own mall, and then you get paid to do it. And not just you. When you have a team of business partners doing the same thing as well, converting spending into earning, well, this shopping annuity concept, this idea of it is really real. And it actually, is even better than your retirement fund, which you can only maybe get it when you get old or for certain circumstances as well. So shopping annuity, converting into spending into earning. And then there are a lot of different steps to build a shopping annuity. So the really important thing is to be a product of the product. We have to start with ourselves. We have to know what we have. We have to know what stores we have. And especially the part, we have to do the talk, walk the talk. Okay, we have to be the one leading by example. That means that you have to convert your own personal spending, or you have to convert your own household spending. Then only you'll be able to share. So there are a lot of different things here on this slide, which Jacqueline will go into when we talk about BV and IBV. So with the shopping annuity assessment, or what we call the shopping annuity master member, there's actually an incentive as well. So why do we're actually talking about Master UFO? Why are we bringing up the shopping annuity master member, the SAM? Because it's actually a part that's really important, with significantly go hand in hand with the Master UFO, meaning that we as the UFO, we as the unfranchised owner, we need to convert our own spending into earning first. That's why we had to do the shopping annuity assessment. So the incentive, the great thing of achieving SAM is you get free shipping. Just imagine you buy a shopping annuity toothpaste, you buy a bottle of calcium, you get free shipping for that, even delivering it to your customer in your home country as well. So that's a great thing to have. And of course, we got the shopping annuity master member, this criteria. So just 3 criteria, shopping annuity assessment that we mentioned it for master UFO as well. Generate 225 IBV. So this is slightly different figure to the master UFO, which is 250 IBV. Okay, so making sure that this is from your own personal UFO account. Okay, and then 1,500 BV. This is from your account as well when you're placing order. So these criteria, I won't go into further detail, but you can go through it with your sponsor or go through it with on your back office as well. So the next part that we'll be talking about is the 1,500 BV, 250 IBV, and personally sponsoring 1 qualified UFO. And these 3 are the parts there where people usually, or where UFO usually find it the most challenging, and I do agree. So if you, like what I mentioned earlier, by the end of today, you'll be able to achieve how many percent? I haven't said that part. I only said 2/3. So how many percent? 70%. Because I mentioned earlier there are actually 10 criteria to the master UFO. So other than these 3 criteria, the rest of the 7 criteria you'll be able to achieve yourself. And that means that you can achieve 70%. 70%, you didn't listen that wrong. 70% of the master UFO criteria, you can do it yourself. So it's even better than just passing just 50%. So you can do 70% for yourself, and the rest of the 30%, that's what we'll be focusing on in each quarter or each month or each day as well. So talking about BV, so what do we do? So figures are actually very important. So if I were to give one tip today, or if you were to take something out from today's session, when you're managing the business, manage the business by looking at numbers, looking at figures, not just based on your personal feeling or how you feel that day or how you feel that week, because feelings are subjective. But when you look at figures, they are objective, and these are numbers are things that can actually help us to track our performance. So what me and Jacqueline do, and our team do each week during our coring, we actually have a Google sheet, and then we have different numbers as well. So how do we break it down? So each quarter, maybe 1,500 BV or 250 IBV might seem a lot. We break it down to per month, it might seem a lot. So let's break it down to something that we think, not just we think, something that it's much more comfortable for us to see. Oh, it's not 4 figures, it's 3 figures here. It's only 125, not 123, 124, but just 125. So yes, 125 and 21 IBV for Market Australia. So I know there's UFO from Singapore and from Malaysia as well. So you all know the numbers respectively too. Okay, so we break it down into 125 and 21 IBV. So what I wanted to bring out of this slide here, so not all UFOs will achieve the master UFO straight away. That's all right, because I mentioned earlier, everyone's got different timing as well. So this is where we do something that's a bit different maybe. We do customize or individualize goals. So what do I mean? So maybe for a new business partner, we'll definitely talk through with the new business partner, sit down, talking about their goal. Someone's goal, instead of 500 BV per month, it could be 200 BV. It could be 300 BV. But just remember, as we get going, as each quarter comes by and we keep improving, you would definitely be a lot closer to the master UFO. Daniel and Jacqueline didn't achieve master UFO straight away. We also took like 1 quarter, but then because we know what we have to do, we break it down, we set the goal. So that's really good. Okay. And the other thing is you have to visualize what 125 BV is, not just 125 BV and not knowing what 125 BV is. So 125 BV is equivalent to 3 bottles of OPC3 in Australia. So OPC3, I hope everyone's drinking it. It's the top seller of isotonics in Market Australia as well. So 3 bottles of OPC3. OPC3 has got like 43 or 43.5 BV around that. So it's already close to 125 BV, or even selling a daily essential kit. Okay. What do we have? Calcium, B complex, multivitamin, OPC. So that's already close to 125 BV. So visualize, allow yourself to visualize what is 50 BV, what is 100 BV, what's 125 BV. The same thing with IBV. So IBV, you can go to partner stores as well. Maybe some partner stores have got some specific deals. You can always share that with friends. Maybe selling, maybe I know in Malaysia, someone say selling how many pillows. Pillows, you didn't hear that wrong. So we actually got quite good pillows as well in Australia, or even different things, different particular things. So break it down, break it smaller, and then doing it together will be a wonderful thing.
All right, so how to build 1,500 BV in a quarter per quarter? Is it possible? Yes, it is, but how? So I would say there is no secret in Market Australia. Attend the other courses, ask your team, the answer will still be the same. So first question, who should be your best customer in this business? You mean, yes. Thank you, Joseph. Yes, you yourself. So key number one, you are your best customer. Just like what Daniel said, how did Daniel and I complete our first shopping annuity master member and our master UFO? We really changed like all our products, say skincare to Lumia DV to Skintelligent. I changed my makeup to Motive. We changed our shampoo to Royal Spa. We changed things that we normally would buy from other brands anyway to our exclusive brand. So bring the home shopping list with you. Go around the house. Can you see the things that you can swap to our exclusive brand? Then change it. So rule number one, need something? Ta-da! Check for BV. Rule number two, no BV. What do? Check for IBV. So you know what? When you really, really love the products, you will never, ever have to hard sell anything. So to be a better shop consultant, what can we do? We can attend the product seminars. With knowledge, you will know why and how our products, are second to none, how they can help people to solve their problems. Remember, we are a company that is built on products, powered by
People.
Powered by what? People. Yes, powered by people. So really, I strongly recommend people, like everyone here, to attend Basic 5 every month or at least once per quarter, so that you can understand the importance to build your base 10 and 7 strong. So what is base 10? Is it like 10 very good customer or like strong customer? Base 10 is 10 loyal customer who love you, who trust you, who buy from you, and 7 strong, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, plus yourself, who do master your flow together, who commit. And then when these 7 strongs commit, let's say, for example, like Aiden, Patrick, like Grace, we commit together, we do master your flow together, then that's how many BV per quarter for each partner. So like 1,500 BV times 3, that's 4,500 BV. So let's say plus your own 1,500 BV. How much commission will you earn per quarter? Can you count? Can you calculate? That's about one paying cycle. So how much is one paying cycle? AUD 1,500 and Ringgit Malaysia, how much? 6,000. Yes, I can see Grace still saying 6,000. Yes, so that's one paying cycle. So if you want the commission to come quicker, more stable, what do? You learn, you do, you teach, and you duplicate a team of UFO who value the importance of Master UFO program. So like no shortcuts, no secrets, just do the right thing. We have all the resources to build our business, such as say this shopping list. We have product catalog, we can do one-to-one marketing, we can use our social media. It is free. It is free, guys. So again, who is the key? The key is me, yourself. So yes, just use the product yourself, then you will have a story to tell. Just remember, people hate to be sold, but love to buy. So next, moving on to the next one. How to build 250 IBV per quarter. I got this question a lot. How do we actually really get that 250 IBV here, like in Australia? We only have 7 or 800 partner stores. We only have 7 and 8 Is it a lot or not? So yeah, again, I can't stress more. The key is yourself. It's yourself again. So number one, know what you have in your shopping mall. We have the best company team members to support our business, like Kylie, everyone, they do their very best to talk to and to bring more partner stores to us every single day. The key is, do you read the UnFranchise news? Do you check out the stores when you read the news? If you do, then you should know that we pretty much have all the essential things that we need daily, like groceries, like electronics, like travel and etc. from the existing 700-800 partner stores. So, all we have to do is shop at your own mall. Number two, shop at your own mall. So again, what is the rule number one and number two? Number one is get BV stuff. Number two, IBV. So if you are really serious about becoming a Master UFO and completing your shopping annuity, number three, plan ahead. So what do you need to buy and use next quarter? Can you plan before this quarter ends? That's what we do. For number four, it is also like tips that we found to be really, really useful, but often we overlook it, which is to purchase at the first month of new quarter. If you really want to, receive the IBV before the new quarter or like the next quarter ends. So a little story about me and Daniel. So before I was an UnFranchise owner, Daniel used to be so nervous when I go shopping because I love buying stuff from the department store, and I could just stand there, like I could stay at the counters for hours. I'm not sure if there's anyone can relate to Daniel, but yes, that was him, very nervous when wife go to shopping. But now he no longer worries about me wanting to buy anything because we get paid to shop. Instead, he is the one who always asks, hey, if we should buy this, hey, wife, should we get that? So how fun is that, huh? When we can like convert our spending into earning, convert eating into spending, into earning, not spending. Convert our showering into earning, makeup into earning, traveling into earning. The list goes on and on. And that leads to the fifth tip. Share with your team. Have you found, don't blame you, Daniel, for getting nervous when you, yes. Not now anymore. Okay. So number 5, have you found anything like interesting, from the partner stores? Maybe some amazing deals, some great IVVs. Share it with everyone. Remember, together we are strong. We have more buying power, and we are creating the economy of the future. So I would say, honor the responsibility and ownership of your business. Believe in yourself. Believe in the system. Like what Daniel said, if you do not achieve Master UFO for your first few quarters, it is okay. It doesn't mean that you are not a good UFO. But the key is, have you tried your best? Did you really follow the system and try to improve day by day, just like me? I frankly speaking, I'm very nervous, and it is my first time to speak English in front of so many people. So I'm like that nervous, but I try. I want to. It's so emotional, but yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kylie. Yeah, but I'm proud of myself that I accept this challenge and I stand.
I can tell you guys this is not in the script.
No. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's really important, like what Jacqueline was sharing earlier, be a smart shopper. And I can reassure you guys, since managing the business, we actually save a lot more money than before starting the business. Why is that? Because we actually plan. So we're not like before we manage the business, when everything, especially in Australia, when in Coles, Woolies, everything that's on sale, you buy it, you store it in your pantry, in your garage, or in your storeroom, and then when things get expired, you don't use them anymore. You can't even use them. So this is where I really like the shopping annuity. So make a shopping list. So it's the beginning of the new quarter tomorrow. So make a shopping list tonight. What do you really need to spend or change for yourself for your home and for even your family as well. So start with that. All right.
Thank you,
Okay.
Daniel. And thanks, everyone.
Okay. So I'll continue on. So like I mentioned earlier, so we're going to carry through this in the last 15 minutes. Okay. So 10 criteria here, and we can achieve 70% of it. Shopping annuity assessment, UFMS, NUOT, B5, ECCT, 3 tickets, and the basic 5 diagnostic assessment, or $900 in commission. So these are 7 things that we can do it ourselves. So NUOT, B5, ECCT, 3 tickets. This is what I call, making sure that we continue to have the right mindset in the business. Because by actioning with BV, IBV, or prospecting, qualifying, sponsoring new qualified UFO, we go through different challenges, we go through different obstacles. But that's when I actually think about why NUOT, B5, ECCT, or in short, what we call the GMTSS, is in the criteria, is because it's to keep us to stay focused. To make sure that we have the right mindset and attitude in managing the business. And by the end of the quarter, which is tonight, or even within the next few days, you can go through it with your team as well and do the basic 5 diagnostic assessment together. So that's what I say is more like a reflection. So the shopping annuity assessment is an assessment. It's a tool that allows you to know what you need to change BB wise, okay, or maybe even IBB wise as well. And then at the end of the quarter, a reflection. So in the middle of the process, these are the things that we should be doing. So 70% of the things are already done. So we only need to do 30%. So everyone can be, or is already a 70% master UFO. Okay, so same thing for GMTSS. So I'll be sharing a little bit more of our personal stories. Like Carly mentioned earlier at the start, we have no local GMTSS in Queensland. We're based in Queensland. We actually flew a lot in the first year in the business. We actually spent quite a bit of money flying here and there on accommodation and things like that. So we started this business in December 2018. Like if you guys remember the second slide that we just showed, when we started the business, December 2018, and we actually attended our first convention, physical. Might be a bit different now, especially with Zoom and COVID going on, but physical Market Australia convention back in May 2019. And that's when we met Jim Winkler. So Jim actually flew all the way from the US to Australia, and he's an amazing speaker. I know you guys know Jim as well, and Charles Bear as well. So the story about the convention was, so we actually went to the convention because we heard out from different people in our team back in Malaysia, because our sponsor is based in Miri, Sarawak, Malaysia, and our team at that time, we haven't got any Australian UFO. So pretty much you can say we're the first immigrants, or we're the first generation in Market Australia. So a lot of things we have to find out ourselves, we have to learn ourselves. So when Jacqueline and I went to the convention at Sydney, I didn't say this to Jacqueline. Jacqueline didn't go through this with me. We were actually thinking to ourselves, we'll just attend the convention, finish the convention, go home, and not buy 3 tickets. Not buying any tickets. But I can tell you, convention is just magical, probably even more magical than Disneyland. I thought about this example the last few days. I mean, Disneyland is magical. It brings you magic, maybe reliving childhood memories or things that you thought is not possible. But I can tell you, the business is even more magical, because it can take you to things that you never thought of, or things that you think is impossible or not possible at all. It can take you there as long as you succeed and believe that. Wow, I can see Kitty chatting as well. So Kitty know my storyline, but I can assure you, Kitty, we didn't go through this script together. So you know my script. So yes, so basically at the end of the first morning session of the convention, Jacqueline and I knew we had to buy tickets. The question is, how many tickets should we buy? So I remember at that time, we just got married not long ago, probably less than half a year ago. And yeah, probably less than half a year, or a little bit more than half a year ago. And then I remember, I think I've only got 5,000 AUD in my bank account. So imagine me and myself as a husband, having that amount of money in the bank account, having a wife to feed, look after, you're the provider of the family. There's a lot of things to actually consider about, but we bought 6 tickets. We decided, because we're both seriously managing the business, so we need to buy 3 tickets each. So that's the story of the convention. And what we gain from the convention is actually belief. We know that this business is workable. We can definitely succeed in the business. And it leads to the next one, which is what Kitty was saying in the chat earlier about NUOT and B5. So it was actually 2 weeks after convention, we decided that, yes, we need to complete the Master UFO. It was in May, at the beginning of May, when we realized that, oh, there's such thing called the Master UFO. Okay, guys, we need to do it. Or not guys, Jacqueline, we need to do it. And we actually booked our air tickets last minute to Melbourne. I remember we woke up at 3 a.m., we drove to the airport at 4, caught the plane at 6, landed at the airport at 8, and reached Kitty's house around 8:45 or 8:40 a.m. And we attended the whole NUOT B5, the whole day of training with Kitty as well. So it was lovely meeting Kitty, who is also our new, who's also our TLS challenge winner in the recent convention. So congratulations, Kitty. So very grateful to be able to attend our first ever physical NUOT and B5 as well. And the next one, oh, everyone knows this guy, Mr. Energetic, Mr. Danny Strengths, okay? So if you guys ever thought about how do I lead a team, how do I manage a team, I've never had such an experience. This is where GMTSS is key. This is where, what I say, at NUOT, B5, ECCT, convention, local seminar, product seminar, everything in the GMTSS is really important because you never know when you will wake up, never know when that is your magic moment. So Aiden, who is sharing tonight as well, he was actually dormant, or he's actually what we call sleeping in the business for the first 6 months, which he mentioned a bit earlier. So he woke up during that local seminar by Dennis Frank. And basically, long story short, this local seminar, we actually supposed to fly down to Sydney on a Friday night. And then I remember that day there was storm and lightning, and then our flight got cancelled. We had to go home. Jacqueline and I were actually thinking, oh, that's too bad. But we never gave up. We was like, okay, let's see, let's be calm, let's remain calm. What's the next possible option to fly to Sydney the next morning? And we actually bought ourselves another ticket, which is probably double the price, but we got it because we know that we have to meet Dennis Franks. It's such a, he flew all the way from the US. There's no point, there's no way that we're not going to meet him. So we actually managed, thank God, we actually managed to get a flight out of Brisbane to Sydney the next morning. And then Aiden picked us up from the airport. And by the end of the session, Dennis also spent some time going through with us as well. And this is a story that I never told anyone, not even our own team or own partners. I think it was during those few months, we actually flew down a lot. We won't put all the photos here, but also for Douglas Measy's product seminar, health and nutrition training as well. There was one time in an accommodation, I accidentally booked an accommodation that only has a single bed. So there's both Jacqueline and I. So we should be sleeping at least on the double bed or the queen size bed, but only a single bed. But what do? We still sleep on a single bed. So what I wanted to bring out is a lot of times things that we never thought is possible, but because you're in that situation and you have no choice, you have to give it a go, then you can do it. So everyone has got different stories in the business. Everyone's got different challenges in the business, but I can reassure you, everyone here tonight, you all have your own story as an unfranchised owner. You all have your own challenges, obstacles, but that's with the GMTSS, it actually brings you belief. And also, lead us with the whole team. And we're very thankful for Kitty and Doreen who came up to Queensland as well to do NUOT B5 UBP. And we're also grateful to our team as well, to our sponsor, Rebecca, and also our teacher, Winnie. She's currently, she's a single mom. She's been in the business 5-6 years, and she's currently a director going to executive director. So yeah, guys, no matter what your background is, as long as you have got the right attitude and mindset, you can do the business. All right, so GMTSS, everyone knows, is in the back office, so meeting search, okay? So everyone can have a look at that. And the convention part. So I can't finish this without talking about the convention. So the question here would be, you might be thinking, is Daniel going to get me to buy 3 tickets? The question is actually not about whether you should or you should not buy any tickets. This is not the question. The question is actually, how many tickets are you going to buy if you haven't got your tickets? Is it 3 tickets? Is it 6 tickets? Is it 9? Is it 10? That's up to each individual, okay? Because everyone's got different financial situations as well, and I understand. But one tip that I will give, that's something that I tell my team as well. So someone actually asked me, okay, how many tickets should I buy? That was during the last Asia Online Pacific convention back in November last year. This partner was asking, how many tickets should I buy? I say, are you going to buy 3? Does 3 tickets hurt you financially, or does it give you some pain? Ooh, that hurts. That kind of feeling. Does it give you that? He told me no. All right. I then say, then you got to buy 6 tickets. Does it hurt? Yes. Oh boy, yes, it hurts. Yeah. So 6 tickets is the answer. So I'm not going to tell you how many tickets you should buy, but if it hurts, that means that you're on the right track. Because only when you have tickets, you have actions. No tickets, no action. And no tickets, no belief. This is where I talk about convention is really important, because it gives us belief as well. So 3 sayings, okay? Everyone can take note of this. So if you buy 3 tickets, it's like maintaining your business. You didn't hear me wrong, maintaining your business. I'll use a quite extreme example. It's just like you're on oxygen, you're on life support. You need it all the time. So that's 3 tickets, maintaining your business. 6 tickets, what does 6 tickets give you? 6 tickets means growth for your team. You're growing, okay? Your whole team is growing. And 10 tickets means you are gonna explode. You'll be exploding. So I got my 10 tickets, okay? I won't count all of them. I actually got 10, okay? I actually got 10. So what about you? How many tickets are you gonna get? You haven't got your tickets. If you got your tickets, well done. So the next step will be, how are you gonna sell the tickets? How are you gonna get more people coming to convention as well? So before we finish off, we've also got three of our partners who will be sharing their experience with the Master UFO program. So the first one, Penny was supposed to share tonight. She's a full-time mom, but because of personal circumstances, she's not able to be on. But yes, a full-time mom can also achieve Master UFO as well. All right, so let's go to this next one, who is Patrick. So let's introduce Patrick.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Patrick.
Hi,
I'm
Patrick.
a full-time physiotherapist working in Brisbane, and I'm excited and also doing Market Australia Shop.com as a part-time. So a little bit about myself. So before I go into my story, my sponsor is Daniel and Jacqueline, the speaker earlier this evening. So a little bit about myself. Before Shop.com, I actually been taking isotonic digestive enzyme for 8 years. So how did that started? Because back then I met my girlfriend, now my wife. So don't have to be suspicious about that. So my wife, it was from Taiwan. So back then, Market Taiwan is already open and established. So she has been taking digestive enzymes. So since I'm her boyfriend, so we get to share the isotonic digestive enzyme. So we always been getting the digestive enzyme from Taiwan and carry it all the way to Australia every year when we go back. So until then, one day I realized that, oh, Daniel and Jacqueline actually has got this product in Australia. So I asked them about it, and then Daniel decided to say, hey, since you've been taking isotonics and really like it, how about having a look at the business model? I was like, sure, why not? So Daniel and Jacqueline went over to my place and showed me the business. They split it into half, and then they showed me the second half the next day. And I could remember that night on the spot. I was like, this is no-brainer, Daniel, Jacqueline. Just sign me up. Just sign me up. Because for me, it's really a no-brainer, because isotonic itself is a very, very good product. So I don't have to say how good is it. So I believe everyone here has already tried and know how good they are. And much more was like the partner store, the IBB side of things. So yeah, I'm not sure about you guys. I'm a guy, but I really like shopping. So what I do when I learn about this business teaches about convert spending into earning. So that's what I do. So I turn everything that I can into BB product, and anything else I'll go into IBB product as much as I can. Yeah, so because the fundamental of this business is what? So Daniel and Jacqueline has been speaking all night about MUFO and shopping annuity, SAMM. So shopping annuity is all about convert spending into earning. So for me, it is really, I want to be I wanted to be the person that do what I preach. So that's why I've been doing this. I will convert everything that I can into our own shopping mall. And then because if I myself can do it, I don't have any trouble in sharing either the business or the product to my friends and family. So that's my sharing for tonight. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Patrick. So yeah, guys, take notes, take tips, because you never know which tip is going to, or which story is actually something that will motivate you even further in the business as well. So next up, we've got Aiden.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. So my name is Aiden.
Hi, Aiden.
So hello. So first of all, I would like to just express my gratitude to the company, my sponsor Daniel and Jacqueline, and the team for allowing me to share this opportunity on a few minutes of how my journey in achieving my Master UFO and SAM. So I'm really grateful to share that this is the last day of the first quarter of 2021. I managed to pull that off. So I achieved my Master UFO for the third time, and I managed to achieve my SAM for the first time too. So I'm just a little bit of introductions of myself. So I'm a full-time physiotherapist who work in a private clinic in Sydney, and I was born in an average and moderate class family. So throughout this journey, right, basically, I realized how my parents, they basically work paycheck to paycheck, and they use their time and sacrifice their time and energy to trade with money. So they have sacrificed lots of their times and then their money for the sake of myself and my siblings, so that we have a better future. So when I first started as a physiotherapist, I realized that I need a different income structure. So in order to achieve my financial and time freedom, so that I have the choice to choose to do, not to do things that I don't like to do, and able to spend the most valuable times with my parents and the future family at any time I want to. So today I was just giving a few tips on how I basically achieve one of the basic 5, which is prospecting, qualifying, and sponsoring for myself. So the first thing I would say would be the belief and confidence of the company system and MPCP is that they are really, really crucial, because belief and confidence, basically they come from understanding, and understanding comes from learning, and then learning comes from repeated execution. So without the belief and confidence in the company, I don't think I managed to share this business confidently with the people around me. I personally, as mentioned by Daniel before, I've been dormant in this business legit for 6 months, for the first 6 months when I first joined the business. So what really awake the sleeping lion inside me was the first GMTSS ticket, which is the local seminar I bought by Dennis Rang. So in the local seminar, I saw so many people from different backgrounds making money, gaining time freedoms, and these people are literally legit. They are ordinary people. I was like, they are ordinary people, why not me? So this local seminar further anchors confidence and belief in me that the proven system really workable. And then I like what JR mentioned before. So it really doesn't matter when you start the business. What matters is when the business get into your heart. So since then, I never stopped believing in this business, and I keep sharing this good news with strangers, with good friends around me. So as mentioned by Daniel before, plugging into GMTSS, buy tickets and sell tickets are really important to build this belief and the confidence as well. So I reckon probably I'm running out of time, so I'll just jump to the last point. So the last point would be just do it. So in the beginning, right, I used to think too much before executing any actions. So I realized that those are just my thoughts. So just thinking itself, it won't yield any results. So, but only by executing in large quantity, then you will know where and how can you sharpen, improve, and adjust your actions. So, and obviously through that, you can only find the right person, or we so-called find it, or we call it quality person from really large quantity. So quality is always come from large quantity. So it's just like when we remain the same, things will not change unless we start changing and we step out of our comfort zone. So last but not least, I would like to just share a quote from Jacob Riis, which I like. So it says about, when nothing seems to help, right? So I go to look at the stone cutter hammering away at its rocks, perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing on it. But yet at 101 time, when hammering on it, it blows and it split into two. And I know that it was not that blow that did it, but it's all that what had gone before that did it. So everyone, never stop believing our goals and dreams. And one day I'm pretty sure we will achieve it. So let's kickstart the second quarter of 2021 with a fire and strong, and then we'll see each other at the top. I'm Aiden. Thank you.
Thank you, Aiden. So just keep actioning, because you never know when the results will come. So just keep actioning. All right. And the next one, the last one, is Grace. So Grace actually achieved 7 consecutive Master UFO. So let's have a listen from Grace.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace Yu from Cebu, Sarawak, Malaysia.
Grace.
Hello. I'm great to have this opportunity to share my personal experience on how I achieved my Master UFO. Back in 2019, during my last year of my degree, I joined Market Malaysia. During then, my dad became unemployed as the restaurant owner decided to close down their business. In all my years of studying for diploma and degree, my dad was the one who supported me financially. And due to that, I lacked my financial capability to fund my expenses. But before that, I had always been using isotonic products to help to cure my skin allergy. And like destiny, my sponsor told me that behind this product, there was a business opportunity that is blooming. For 2 weeks, I was in deep consideration on whether I should join this business, and finally I did it. Once again, thank you to Market Malaysia for giving me this amazing opportunity to support my colleagues' expenses as well as doing something I'm interested in. Even up till this point, I am enjoying this joyride as all the products that were released are amazing. I love to pamper myself, pinky makeup or hair. I will always make sure that I am able to present myself in my most confident state. And it also happens that me doing this business with Market Malaysia has allowed me to both earn an income as well as taking care of myself and my family. Many people will ask, how did you reach Master UFO for 7 consecutive quarters? In fact, at the beginning, I didn't actually know what Master UFO is and actually have zero interest in it until one fateful day during calling. Then our leader showed us a slide and in it was Master UFO pin with full of diamonds. Yeah, it was then that it piqued my interest as I am someone who is easily attracted by shiny things. So I started to research more about it. I started to following up with my leaders every day. Then the leaders told me I would have to be involved in retail. So I decided to use a lot of our products and share it with my close friends and social media on the products. Later on, I asked my leader again, what else can I do? So she told me that having a partner store is also essential. Since then, I've been actively sharing with my friends, also through social media such as IG and Facebook. Then my leader also told me that I need to find someone who is interested to earn side income like me. And since then, I've been constantly attending conferences to learn and expose myself on how to attract other people's interest on social media. My leader also advised me to attend NUOT, B5, ECCT to gain more understanding on Master UFO. One thing that I can definitely say from this is do not afraid to ask and constantly ask for ways to improve yourself from your leaders. As long as you are willing to learn, the leader will be more than grateful to help you. One important thing is to familiarize yourself with all this. It is important that it become an everyday routine, so naturally completing Master UFO will also become a habit to you. Nevertheless, some partners have told me that they are quite varied in recruiting. In fact, I think this is an important state that needs to be enjoyed. I myself find the process of recruiting enjoyable as I believe that I am giving people an opportunity or extra knowledge that could change their life like it changed mine. The gift of destiny, those of whom accept this gift will have the chance to make a change in their life. So don't be afraid to recruit. We are happy to teach, happy to share. With help of law of attraction, good things will follow us. In fact, in the first 5 quarters, while I was working on Master UFO alone, my partner slowly realized that completing Master UFO is really a faster method to develop the team and earn more in this business. So they followed my pace and did it together. And last month, which is February, finally one of my partner complete Master UFO together with me. Yeah. Last but not least, I want to share to you all that since I started Market Malaysia, I've always believed that Market Malaysia is capable of bringing the life that I want. I believe that our hard work will not fail us as long as we keep moving forward with the team, trust both the team and the company. We will continue to strive and meet each goal one step at a time. Let's do this and see you all at the top. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Wow, what a great achievement. So I can tell you guys, most of us, pretty much all of us tonight, this is our first time speaking English in front of, in terms of GMTSS. Even myself, I usually speak Mandarin, but I speak English at work as well. So really great achievement, great achievement. So yeah, just do it. So I think the most crucial part is Just start with yourself, keep doing it yourself, and things will follow through. That will be one big tip as well. So we're short of time. We're actually gone beyond time. So I actually wanted everyone to type something, just like 15 seconds. Just type your name, I, blah, 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 can and will achieve Master UFO, because we need to proclaim, we need this proclamation, and only then you will actually achieve it. So it can be I, Daniel Kong, can and will achieve Master UFO. I saw Jacqueline. So we'll keep this going. Yeah, make sure you got your name, Ian. You're great. Yes, I, Judith, and can and will achieve Master UFO. Will achieve Master UFO. That's it. So not just I will try, but I will achieve. So when you say that, you will definitely achieve. So thank you, everyone. Continue to grow, improve, and enjoy the business. And we'll see you at convention. See you at the top.
Bye. Thank you, everyone. Good to see you tonight.
All right. See you guys.